Hey everyone, let's do some more practice on alternate picking. Today we're going to do outside and inside picking on alternate strings. So coming up. Hey everyone, Paul Zagorski here, PZ Guitar, your virtual practice partner. And today we're going to continue our series about alternate picking. And again, alternate picking sounds easy and can be easy, but there are times when it gets very, very complicated. And right now, this is where the complications start to creep up, where your accuracy and your coordination between your hands can become vital. And the best way to get that down pat is you got to practice it. You got to practice it before you can play it. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to do some outside picking. So which outside picking, what does that mean? Well, when I get the close-up, I'll show you what that means. Here's a close-up. So what we're going to do, everyone, is outside picking. We're going to alternate pick between the low E string and the A string. And if you notice, I am, for these two particular strings, I am hitting the outside of this string and the outside of this string. So I am going to be hitting the outside of the low E string and the outside of the A string. So let's just practice that. Let's just practice that for about 30 seconds or so. It sounds easy, but you know what? It's important that you do it, and eventually you should be able to do it without looking. So so if you want, you could rest your fingers on the fretboard, on the face of the guitar to give yourself a physical reference. So here we go, nice and slow. Keep it smooth. Outside, 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 outside. So that's the idea of what outside picking is. So now let's go from the E, A. Now let's do A and D. You ready? Here we go. Okay, that's good. I'm going to turn the angle a little bit here so that way you could get a good idea about the outside. So let's now do the D and the G string. You ready? Here we go. And now let's do a switch, last time B to high E. I think you get the idea here. Now, and then now just travel going back up from high E and end up on the low E string. That's outside picking. Let's do inside picking. So let's start again on the low E and the A string. Before we were doing the outside of the E towards the A, and we were going on the outside of the A towards the E. Now we're going to reverse that. We're going to, that's why the close-up here, I'm going to go up on the E, and then I'm going to do down on the A. So it's opposite of what we were before, and it's between. I'm going to be strike between these two strings. So it's up. Do it with me. let's do inside picking on the A and D. Now let's do the D and the G. Let's do the G and the B. And now let's do the last two, B and high E. And now you can travel back up to the low E string. And that's it. I mean, just do that every single day for a little while, and you'll improve your alternate picking immensely. So coming up will be a quick recap and Chuck Norris, quote of the day. Hey everyone, thanks for sticking around and practicing with me. You know, alternate picking sounds easy. Sometimes it is, and sometimes it's not, especially for the beginner, because if somehow the beginner thinks it gets exponentially hard. There's more things I have to juggle. So today we did a string crossing, which is, you know, we are alternate picking between two different strings, and that's a great skill to have. And you could increase the difficulty of this if you get adjacent strings down. Skip a string, go like between the low E, skip the A, and go to the D. So like, you know, like do outside picking between the A and the D. That makes it much more difficult, and then go from the A to the G. I think you get the idea. But there are ways that you can build foundationally, build incrementally, easy, a little harder, a little harder, a little harder. And it will pay off, it will pay dividends. I guarantee that it will. So I hope that you found some value in these sessions here. We have a lot going on right now. We have our music theory, that's in full swing. We also have our learn the fretboard, great skill to have, and now we're doing alternate picking. So there's lots of great fundamental practice sessions going on. And if you like that kind of stuff, hit those buttons. You know, the buttons, they're probably all floating around here, all around here. There's probably all around. So hit those buttons. It means a lot to me, and it's good for the channel, and lets me know that what I'm doing helps you guys out. And so now let's do one of my favorite things, the Chuck Norris, where's my glasses? Quote of the day. This type is so small. Oh boy, you know what? There used to be a street named after Chuck Norris, but it was changed because no one crosses Chuck Norris and lives. Enough said about that. Hey, I enjoy these sessions. This is a great little session to do. There's going to be more alternate picking to come. You can make it as simple or as complicated as you need to be, but practice it slow and build up speed. Speed will come. So until then, keep practicing, and I'll see you soon. Thanks a lot.